Christian, first off, congratulations on the win. What does it say about this team? You come in, you face the team with the stingiest defense. You're missing several key players, including David, and to get the effort that you got from these guys.
Yeah, it tells a lot about us, about our team. There is a good spirit among the boys, and they have belief in the way they are working. And so, even though the last game we played against Red Bulls he hurt us, they kept the belief in the way they are playing, and so they were eager to go out and to prove themselves that we can have blips at times in certain games, but certainly we don't want to lose 2 games in a row. So there was a lot of belief and a good energy just before the game.
Christian,
Yes.
how big of a statement do you think this performance was after the Red Bull loss to put up 5 against a team that had only conceded 14 entering this match?
Yeah, as I said before the game, we had a massive respect for Colorado. We know that they are one of the most difficult teams to play against. That they had one of the, if not the best, stretch of good results in a row. And so the preparation that Pat put before the game was really, really meticulous, really detailed. So I mean, we don't want to talk about statement, but we had a plan. The boys, as I said before, believed in the plan, and they wanted to execute it. And so we have to give them great credit, because the way they came off from the first minute until the last, after that result of Red Bulls, it was not easy, and it shows a lot of the character and the belief that the players have got.
Hey, Coach, can you talk about, it seemed as if during the week you guys were looking for a response, some sort of response coming off of Sunday's loss. It seems you got that, but can you talk more particularly about the depth, because you were without three or four regulars in the lineup. Just talk about your thoughts on how the depths of the team performed, guys like Diego and such.
Yeah, this is one of the most pleasing things after today's game, because for players like Tony, for players like Diego, even for Jason, that is a centre half, and he played really well as a right back. It was not easy. Maxim Chanot, he just came 2 days ago, and he did a very good and professional job. So we are really pleased, because these guys, they work really hard in training, and and it's easy sometimes to keep telling them to work hard because the opportunity will come, but to do it constantly is very pleasing. It's very pleasing. We are really, really pleased for them, because it was not easy. And credit also to the players that helped them to settle in the system. So yeah, this is one of the most pleasing things after this result.
Hey, Christian, congratulations. 2 questions, 2 disparate questions. One, do you think this was the team's most complete performance of the year? And if not, why or why not? And 2, talk about Frank Lampard's role in today's game. He did a few things.
Yeah, I think the fact that they went, to answer to your first question, they went 10 with 10 men, and by the way, it was a sending off. I think in a certain way helped us our plan, because we planned to play through the midfield, and I think the boys were doing a good job 11v11, so when it went 11v10, it was even smoother. So I don't know if it was the most complete performance, but it was certainly one of the most complete performances, because also of the quality of the opposition. I know it's easy to say that they had a day off or they were sloppy, but I don't think so. I think that they are a team that we respect a lot. They have some very good players. They played in Europe, like Doyle and Gashi, and some very, very good MLS players. Jermaine Jones, I know he didn't play today, but Tim Howard. So we had a massive respect, and this performance against this team, it was really pleasing. It's the first time we scored 5 goals, and to put it against one of the best defense of the MLS is really pleasing. To answer to your second question, Frank is one of the best players. For me, even now, I mean, he showed last year even at Man City, one of the top teams. He made a difference in many games. So now that he is getting into the rhythm, is one of the best players in the world, in our opinion, in this system, he's fantastic. He can build up the play. He can finish like a striker. He scored 177 goals in the Premier League, the 5th top scorer ever in the Premier League. And so, and also as a captain, he was magnificent. I thought he was a big influence on the team, a fantastic influence on the team. But we expect that. We know that Frank Frank Lampard is one of the biggest names in the sport.
Hi, Christian.
Yes.
Since the break ended, since you came back from the break, it's been 6 wins out of 8. What has the staff seen that's been a major contributor to that? What's been driving the team this summer?
I think we didn't change a lot, to be honest. I think Patrick was really good in keeping the belief, because we want to play in a certain way, and we had, in our opinion, some good performances that didn't translate into results. And therefore, sometimes if you haven't got a strong belief in your identity as a team, to change it. But Patrick was really strong, and I think the boys could see that sometimes the 3 points were slipping through our hands for goal conceded last minute on a number of occasions. But when we analyzed the game, we saw that we should have won a few of them. And so we just kept believing and keeping the work. And sometimes, in football, when the results don't come, it's not so easy to keep the belief. But Patrick has been a strong guide, really strong leader in that. And the players, in their credit, they always work really hard, and they were a credit to this club in the sense that they kept working and wanting to learn, and wanted to put in place the way we wanted to play.
Christian, congratulations on the victory. It's nice to see you on the sidelines getting that victory. My question to you is about Andrea Pirlo and the decision to play him in the match. Obviously, we heard from the media with the All-Star game being so close to this match. Who was behind the decision to play Andrea from the start?
It was obviously Patrick. He had a conversation with Andrea when he came back. Andrea played 30 minutes, but his experience and his ability also to manage himself, he's a great professional player. In the way he managed himself, and he felt ready to play. He felt good despite he had a long travel. And so they had this conversation, and we thought with the game plan that Patrick wanted to put in place during the week, that him and Andoni were a key in order to move the ball in midfield, and so Andrea didn't need convincing. He wanted to play, and so for us it was a welcome news.
Coach, you guys looking forward, you guys take on San Jose on Friday night. They have their share of issues. They haven't been as dominant as a team as, say, Colorado. Do you feel as if going into this week, coming off a win like this, you need to prevent against a sort of complacency?
Yeah, sure. You always have to make sure. But I think that the boys are looking forward to any game, and I think that, like Patrick says all the time to them, okay, it's great, enjoy the win, but from tomorrow we focus on the next game. I mean, we haven't done anything yet. We just won a game, and so our focus is to keep improving us as a team and looking forward to the next game. So I would be really surprised and disappointed if we were complacent to go to the next team, because our objective is far away still. So we need to focus on the next day in training, and then the one after, and so forth.
Okay, thank you very much.